When you're watching Fox News or CNN or MSNBC or CBS or ABC, all of these channels can legally lie to you.
51% of Gen Z teens say they get their news mainly from social media, according to a Deloitte survey.
Old media no longer works with the younger demographic. When I say younger demographic, I'm talking about people that are 50 years old and younger, including myself. You got the Gen Z, you got Millennials, then you got Gen X, which is what they consider those that are my age. I'm 46 years old. And even I, for the last maybe 10 years or so, knew that the media is BS. And here's why. Did you know that in 2011, when Barack Obama was in office, that a law was passed that said that it's legal for a politician and for the media to completely make up a lie make up a lie, period. And that doesn't matter whether you're a liberal or a Democrat, or if you're a conservative or a Republican, independent, libertarian, it is irrelevant. When you're watching Fox News or CNN or MSNBC or CBS or ABC, all of these channels can legally lie to you. Now let me point something out. Since we're in this hot political climate right now, pay attention. Thank you so much for checking out the video. If you haven't already, please hit that like button because it really helps the channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscription and make sure that you click the notification bell so you'll be updated whenever I release new videos. And last but definitely not least, make sure that you check out the Selling for Success sales training portal. It has sales training courses, audios, videos, manuals, everything you need to catapult your sales results to a whole new level. So remember, check out sellingforsuccess.org, the sales training portal. I'm Brian Maxwell saying again, thank you, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. All of the fever, you got a lot of people, and again, with no emotions, whether you like or dislike this person is irrelevant. Just hear me out. See, a lot of the issues we have today is people are unwilling to just listen. Everybody's so emotional and they stand on their soapbox, and if you don't agree with what they say, you got to be wrong. No, two things can be right at the same time. So check me out on this. So right now, you got the general population, half of the population, maybe a little bit less now, that just straight despise Donald Trump. And when I speak to people, I ask them, why? And when I hear the reasons that they give me, I immediately know this is somebody that saw a 10-second clip, and now they're acting like they have political knowledge and information. I mean, they standing on it. But then when I'm able to show them a longer, unedited version of what really happened, whether it be with Trump or let's say with Biden, when they see what really happened, they are dumbfounded. It's like recently, it just came out that Donald Trump never, ever, ever said that Nazis and people like that were good people. He never said it. But yet the media, old media, ran with it. And they just pumped it. So you got a lot of minorities believing this man's a racist when there's never been one video, not one, no video, no audio ever of Donald Trump ever saying anything disrespectful about black people. As a matter of fact, people forget when he received awards standing with Muhammad Ali, Rosa Parks, when he was given different awards by Jesse Jackson, by Al Sharpton, when he was on The View, was friends with Joy Behar, was friends with Whoopi Goldberg. But once he decided that he was no longer in agreement with Democrat policies and he flipped, he became public enemy number one in 2015. Some of y'all may be too young. All the rappers wanted to be rich like Donald Trump. The Apprentice was a hit show. Everybody was watching it when they say, you're fired. Now let's flip that. A lot of people have a positive outlook on Joe Biden. I'm not saying whether you should or you shouldn't. Dating back to 2020. And if you look at the media coverage, he's strong, he has foresight, he's this, he's that, he's down for minorities. But yet, over the last few years, luckily we got young people out there that know how to work this internet. They've been exposing all types of video clips, not from 20 years ago. We talking about within the last 3 or 4 years, whether it's if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Whether it be if you go into 7-Eleven, you have to have an Indian accent. Whether it be when young minority kids was rubbing his legs, young black kids rubbing his legs, he knew what it felt like to have roaches on. These are real things that you can actually go look up and see out of his mouth. But the media coverage is nil. They don't cover it at all. They only cover it. I mean, a man could trip and fall, and they'll say, oh, that was a bad camera angle. AI did that. He didn't fall. What he did was he just wanted to kneel down really quick on his side. And it's just insane. And I'm only using those as examples because those are the most popular ones that you may be able to connect with. But the reason why young people don't look at the news because they lie. It's just like Fox News. Fox News, they try to keep it somewhat balanced, but it's still a right-leaning outlet. And so, yes, they'll paint certain conservative things in a more positive light, and they'll expose what they do is anything that the Democrats are doing or the other side is doing. They'll just expose it for what it is rather than trying to sugarcoat it. On the conservative side, they'll expose it for what it is, but they'll amplify certain things that are okay, but they'll make it seem like it's great. Or if somebody does something, they'll say they did something wrong, but they'll kind of try to massage it. But on the internet, you got information warriors that are out here that are digging, that are going to multiple outlets. And the easiest way for you to be able to get your information or to be able to realize what's true. Because at the end of the day, the reason why young people, why you may not care about what cable media or regular TV media has to say, you know it's BS. You can see it. It's like them telling us the economy is fine or the border was closed. Now, they're literally telling us not to believe our eyes. The border is secure. We can see tens of thousands of people running across. Or they say crime is down. When you know your next door neighbor's house just got robbed or a person across town just got shot up. Oh, gun violence is down. No, that's what they want people to believe. And it's like they said back in the day. If you tell a lie big enough and consistent enough, it can become the truth. So when you go and you're looking for your information, number one, if you're anything like I was when I was younger, and you want to say, man, listen, all of this voting for the president, because that's what they promote. Everybody gets on, vote for the president and wear their stickers. When the presidential election literally has the least impact on your immediate day-to-day life. Who your mayor is, who your city council is, who your governor is, who your senators are, who your school board is, who your sheriffs are, who your judges are. That's what matters. And if you ever notice, they heavily promote the presidential elections. You don't even know when your local elections are. They don't promote that like that. The reason being is because they know it has more impact. So if you're looking for information to find out who's doing what, you can actually go to Google and you can pull up the voting records of politicians. You can see how they voted in Congress. You can see how they voted in city council. You can see how they vote as a senator. You can see everything. It's public record, which I encourage you to do. But you may say, Brian, I don't have the time for that. So let's just say you are somebody that gets your information from the internet, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. What you do is you look at multiple outlets and you start finding common denominators that you can verify. Okay, so if 4 outlets all say the same thing happened, everything around it might be fluff, but you notice they all speak about one specific thing or 2 specific things, then you know, okay, that may have a foundation, that may be accurate, that may be real. And then other than that, you just have to use your own discernment to figure out what works for you. We have to eliminate the herd effect. And what the herd effect is if everybody thinks that, it must be right. That's not correct. Because there's a thing called propaganda and brainwashing. And when you're looking at things and you're listening to things, it flows into what's called your subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind has more impact on your day-to-day movements, your emotions, how you feel, far more than your conscious mind. So when you're listening to shoot 'em up, bang, bang music, or the world is bad and white supremacy is destroying my life, and you wonder why life seems to be stagnant, why you're not moving forward, why you wake up in the morning and you seem like you're feeling down, that's because what you're feeding your supercomputer, which is your brain, it's just replaying what is being fed. So you have to be mindful of the outlets you look at, and please know this, especially when you're going online. Excuse me, it's kind of warm in my office here. When you're going online, please know that the person that you're listening to, unless you can verify and validate who they are, you have no idea what this person's life is. You have no idea how educated this person is. You have no idea what type of place they're coming from. A good place, bad place. Do they want to see people go crazy, or are they really trying to help? At the end of the day, their perspective is their perspective. Yours has to be your own. So never let somebody else say, well, I feel this way and we're friends or we're family, so you have to feel this way. It's almost like the fact that black people feel married to the Democrat Party. And again, no emotion, doesn't matter which political affiliation, or white people feeling like they just have to belong to the Republican Party, which is completely untrue, because you have a whole lot of left-leaning white liberals and Democrats. You have a whole lot of black and left-leaning black Republicans. The media doesn't want to say that. They act like it's an anomaly and it doesn't exist, or they're this Uncle Tom figure. That is a lie. That is something to make anybody that is a person of color, if you're black, Hispanic, that is to make you feel bad or to make you turn away from looking at maybe another perspective. Because the fact that you have one political party that just counts on getting support from one group, regardless, and they know all I got to do is make a promise or say the right things, and they're going to fall for it. Or I'll bring a big entertainer up and let them tell them they should do it, and they'll do it. Because they know a certain group of people is very emotional, And all you got to do is talk good and make some sweet promises. And just like for the last 60 years, we'll say, all right, they didn't do it for the last 50, but this time they're going to do it. Some of y'all may be too young, but there's a cartoon called Charlie Brown. And a girl named Lucy used to hold the ball and tell Charlie Brown, come on, kick it. And every time he went to kick it, she would move the ball. He would kick up in the air, hit air, fall down, and bust his you-know-what. And that's exactly what's happening now. The promises. Some people say vote blue no matter who. The way I see the slogan is vote blue no matter what they promise you, which is insane. And if you do vote that way, make sure it's done because you have the right information. If you vote another way, or if you belong to another party, make sure it's because of the information. Not because you feel obligated, not because you feel pressure, but because you feel that this group has the policies and the intent that is going to best suit you, your pursuits, and your family. You can't be concerned about your neighbors because you really don't know what's going on in their house besides what they tell you. So old media is phasing out, is dying out. The internet information is really growing. So watch out for misinformation, because that's out there too. It's to frustrate people. Sometimes they put so many different variations of information out there because they know the average person's attention span has shortened so much. And that's why the 1 minute videos are so big. You know, you've looked at a video and seen that must say 7 minutes and clicked off of it, which is unfortunate, because there's no way that we can get the information we need to be successful, to be happy, and to progress from a 1 minute video, a 1 minute clip. It's impossible from a 5 minute video or even a 10-minute clip. It's impossible. It's consistent evolution, growth, information gathering, discernment, looking at multiple outlets rather than one. If you watch NBC or MSNBC all the time, of course you're going to believe everything is racist and that world is going to hell in a handbasket. And even though, regardless of what outlet you watch, you will still get that perception, that image that the world is going to hell in a handbasket. Turn this fan away. We got the AC on here in Florida, it's 100 degrees today. But it skews your perspective. Or if you're somebody that just watches Fox and you think all Democrats are crazy or super duper left-leaning progressive that want illegal, that's not true. You have conservative liberals and you have liberal conservatives. And that's somebody that has Republican values on certain things, but liberal views on another, or more liberal views on another. Same thing, you have people that have strong liberal and progressive views, but are more conservative on certain things. It's like money. You have people that are very liberal on human and civil rights, but when it comes to money, they're conservative. And then you have people that are very conservative on human and let's say reproductive rights, but they're very liberal when it comes to health care or gender affirming care, or whatever you want to call it. We just have to avoid being one topic voters, one topic political participants, because it's bigger than one topic. It's like the Palestinian-Israel conflict. Anybody that's casting a vote solely based off the Israel-Palestine conflict is missing the boat, is missing the mark, because that's way over there. And your vote here about what happens over there, regardless of who sits in the seat, they can't control what happens over there. So the focus should be channeled here as to who your local politicians are, who your senator, who your governors are, more so who your senators and congress people are, who are voting for certain things. Same thing, if you don't like the crime laws, who your sheriff and judges are, married. If you're somebody, it's like the abortion topic. Oh my God, people are so misinformed. The only thing that happened is the federal government no longer has the right to tell a person they can't or they can. It's not the responsibility of the government to tell a pro-life person that they have to eat this, or to tell a pro-choice person that they have to eat this. No, it's going back to the states where you live, where you're an actual citizen of the state. That's why your driver's license doesn't say United States citizen. You're a citizen of Florida or of Ohio or of Michigan. And so the power has really been given back to the people. But the media, left-leaning, loves control and believes the government should control what you think, what you eat, how you move, and how you live. And the objective should be small government, more people, and individual control. It's like forcing folks to get an electric stove when the gas one saves them more money. The electric one will actually increase their electric bill. And yeah, we all want the environment to be better, but you can only do what you can do. And all of this uproar going crazy just when people find out that all of this climate uproar, all of this stuff we shutting down in the United States, what we're still getting from China, who is emitting 5 times the actual legal limit for CO2 and emissions into the air. So yeah, we restricting our citizens while other countries are doing what they got to do. Guess what it does? Not only does it not balance it out, it still tilts the scale negative. And we're doing all of this just because we don't want an ocean to increase 1/4 of an inch in 100 years. Do your research. It'll blow your mind about that. But the bottom line I'm getting at, I got off topic here, is that always look for common denominators for your information. Don't feel obligated to one specific party, to one topic. Because what we do, we limit ourselves. And at the end of the day, we the people are the only ones that are going to be able to keep this ship afloat. Government doesn't create jobs. Government doesn't make money. They don't. Government give out money from taxes they accrue. Private sectors generate businesses and generate jobs. The government can only create government jobs. And the more government jobs means they got to do something. So guess what they do? Regulate you and I. So I just wanted to hop in and say that I know, I'm big on giving people the tools to be able to prosper and to be successful, because sales isn't about being in the automotive industry or the insurance industry or any of that. Sales is selling your idea. Sales is selling your emotion to your significant other. Sales is selling your love to your children or people that depend on you. Sales is selling yourself on your ability and capability to move forward and progress. That's what sales is. People like to, again, limit it. When it's in our everyday life, you have to sell yourself to watch this video. You have to sell yourself to get up and go into that place of business. You have to sell yourself on being loyal to that significant other. You have to sell yourself to stay committed to those children. Because guess what? Stop selling your love to that significant other. They'll leave. Stop selling your skills to that place of employment. They'll go. Stop selling your wisdom, love, experience, and expertise to your children. They'll get information outside from people who don't give a damn about them. And when you really look at that, and most importantly, if you stop selling yourself on you, you'll fall backwards and you'll be destroyed. So when you think about it, you look at it, sales isn't something you go to work and do. It's a part of our everyday life. And unless you want people to believe you're a liar, every time you open your mouth, you're selling an idea, a perspective, or a point of view. So make sure you're selling with intention. Intention. If you're going to sell yourself on you being better rather than on how you can't get ahead. If you're going to sell your significant other on something, sell them on why they should love and trust and support you, rather than always looking at the things that they don't do. With your children, sell yourself on the fact that regardless if they don't seem receptive, as the adult, it's not going to be their failure in life won't be because you didn't instill the right things in them. So you do what you must to do as a parent and just let life and everything else work itself out with that child. At your place of business, stop selling your value. Stop selling your skill set. You're unemployed or you don't have customers. So when you look at it, it's all around us. And if you are looking to improve your ability and your capabilities of moving forward to the next level, if you're in sales, especially in the automotive industry, treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. There's a link that's in the comments section. There's also a link that's in the description box. And for the description box, right under the title, you'll see where it says more and it says ... Click more. That expands. And within that, you'll see a description about the video we're talking about. And there's also a link that'll take you over to check out the videos, the audios. If you like the information that I put out, you're going to love the courses that I've provided. So just click that link in the description or in the comments. Go over to sellingforsuccess.org. But young people, don't lose hope. Don't run away from politics. We need you to be involved. We need you to keep putting that information and putting that unique perspective, because some of you are stepping into the workforce. Some of you are stepping out here on your own. And this is your first time being even paying attention to politics. So you don't know how things were at one point. You don't realize the history of one political party selling dreams to people but delivering nightmares, and the other one believing they never even had a hope with minorities, so they never even tried. But now the veil has been lifted. People's eyes are open, their ears are perked up, and they're ready to learn. So make sure you do your part to fill your mental Rolodex up with the tools and the information to go forward, prosper, and go get it. What my political affiliation is will remain private to me, but I'm a firm believer in personal accountability, responsibility, and I am no one's victim. I am a winner. I'm a champion. And anybody trying to sell me on why I should feel down or why I should think someone else is above me, better than me, is insane. And I have no room for any insane, destructive people in my sphere, in my energy space, and neither do you. So cut them out. And also, don't get caught up in that herd effect. Because my rule of thumb is if Lil Ray Ray and Ro and them around the block, who I know don't give a damn about anything, whether it be political, business, or any of that, and they're telling me something about somebody or something, then I have to know. I might need to be looking in this other direction. Because for it to even get to them, there's somebody hard at work trying to convince us that we should believe that. So why are they trying so hard to force us to believe that rather than letting us think for ourselves? Just like when you're looking at the two people for president, just pay attention. Why are they trying to force you to feel one way about somebody without any video evidence, no real evidence at all, besides what they say? Then the other person, we can visibly see how out of whack they are, how things don't look very well for them. They don't look like they're very healthy. The things they say, you can't even understand. They're falling all over the place. Their policies are destroying everything. But yet, they want us to believe that, no, that's not happening. It's all good. BS. Wake up. Again, I appreciate you for watching. And if you haven't, like, subscribe, share this video. I really do appreciate you. I'm Brian Maxwell, and I look forward to seeing you at the top.